I've had a crush on the same boy for 3 years. When he told me he liked me back, I was in sophomore year when my crush Blake pulled me into the janitor's closet after chemistry class. He was my boy best friend, and I'd liked him since middle school. Butterflies filled my stomach as I felt the way my hand fit in his. I need you to promise me something, he whispered, his strong hands now clasping my face. For a second, I straight up thought he was going to kiss me, but something about the way he was whispering made me think this was darker than I thought. Anything, I whispered back, and I meant it. Promise me you won't come to school tomorrow. I smiled, thinking this was another one of his dumb jokes. He looked at me with the most serious expression I'd ever seen. Why not? I asked, but I was scared of the answer. That's when he told me. He'd been planning it for months. The bullying, his parents' divorce, feeling invisible. It was too much. He'd taken his mom's gun from her closet. Tomorrow afternoon, while exams were going on, he was going to walk into school with a gun and make sure everyone knew just how much they'd hurt him. Tears filled my eyes and I didn't even know what to say. Blake, you can't do this. He covered my mouth with his hand. Aaliyah, my name. I like you. I've liked you since the first day we met. You're different than the rest. You don't deserve to get hurt. Don't come to school. I wanted to scream, but instead, I just stood there frozen, tears streaming down my face. Blake wiped my tears away with his thumb, gentle as always. Promise me you won't tell anyone, he said. You're the only person I trust, the only person who ever actually cared about me. If you tell someone, they'll lock me up and throw away the key. They won't help me. They'll just make me disappear. His voice cracked. Please, if you ever felt anything for me, keep this between us. I don't know why I nodded, but I did. He kissed my forehead and walked away, and I just stood there in that janitor's closet, feeling like there was a huge weight on my shoulders. That night, I didn't sleep. I just lay in bed staring at the ceiling, replaying everything over and over. Was he serious? This was Blake. The same Blake who drew funny cartoons in my notebook. The same Blake who shared his carrot sticks and hummus with me when I forgot mine. He couldn't actually do this, right? But then I thought about all the signs I'd missed that he'd been planning something like this for months. The jokes about ending it all that I laughed off because I thought he was just being edgy. His obsession with the anime show Death Note. I felt sick to my stomach. How did I not see this coming? I'd been so busy crushing on him that I missed every single warning sign. I thought about the people at school that he hated. Yeah, some of them were terrible. For example, the guys who shoved him into lockers, the coach who called him worthless in front of everyone, the principal who told him to toughen up when he reported the bullying. But there were also kids who had nothing to do with any of it. Freshmen who didn't even know Blake existed, teachers with families at home, people who were just trying to get through the day. And I was the only person who could stop it. But if I told someone about what Blake told me, he'd never forgive me. He'd hate me forever. The man I thought was my future husband would see me as his enemy. I went back and forth all night between my options. By 4 a.m., I couldn't take it anymore. My hands were shaking so bad I could barely dial the crisis hotline number into my phone. When my call finally went through, I told them everything through sobs. Blake's name, his address, the gun, the plan, every detail he'd trusted me with. You're doing the right thing, the officer said. I don't believe you, I responded, because it didn't feel like it. It felt more like I was betraying the only person who ever really saw me. The cops got to Blake's house at 6:45 a.m. I knew because I was watching from my bedroom window when the police cars flew down my street toward his neighborhood. I later found out that they found everything exactly where I said it would be. I saw Blake while they put him in the back of a police car. There was no anger on his face, just heartbreak, pure, devastating heartbreak. I never heard from him again until 3 years later, on my graduation day. I found a letter in my mailbox signed with his name. Aaliyah, I hated you for so long, but I'm finally grateful. You saved lives. Thank you for not keeping your promise.